Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about Protoform Synthesis, which is a brand new system in patch 9.2 to create mounts and pets in Zeref Mortis. And in this video we're going to talk about the entire system, how it works, is it good, is it bad, how long is it going to take to unlock, all that good stuff. But before we jump into all of that, guys, I just want to shout out my Twitch, twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me streaming World of Warcraft, patch 9.2 PTR, 10.0 Alpha Beta, all that good stuff, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. Right, so yes, Protoform Synthesis. You might have heard of this before. It's essentially the mount and pet creation tool of Zeref Mortis. This actually does replace the regular killing rares to get mounts. Yeah, that is actually going away in Zeref Mortis. Well, there's one NPC which does drop a mount, but other than that, this is it. This is how you get your mounts and pets in Zeref Mortis. Now, as of the recording of this video, there are 28 pets and 24 mounts to be obtained through this system. Now, obviously, some of these are recolors of themselves, but for the most part, they are actually unique models of Zeref Mortis and Zeref Mortis creatures. So yeah, there's that. Right, let's talk about how you unlock it. How do you unlock Protoform Synthesis in patch 9.2? So this is actually unlocked through the Cipher of the First One system, which can be accessed actually on week 1. It is the end of chapter 3, so you will have to do 3 chapters of the Zeref Mortis story to unlock the Cipher of the First Ones. Now, once the Cipher is unlocked, the unlocks are inside this tree. There are actually 2 unlocks. There's one for pets and there's one for mounts. You will get the pet one first and then the mount one afterwards. Now, how long does it take to unlock all of it? Well, 10 days, 6 hours in total. But let's break this down. The way that the Cipher works is that you can't start unlocking the next part of the tree until you've got the one previous. So apologies for the mispronunciation here. You'll start off with the Material Understanding. That's actually instant and will cost 5 ciphers of the first ones. These ciphers are pretty easy to come by. You get a certain amount on chapter 3 anyway, just to kind of start you off, but it drops from basically everything. Rares, chests, world quests, dailies, all that kind of stuff. That's where you're going to get these ciphers. It shouldn't be too much of an issue anyway. But yeah, so the first one is going to be that. That's going to be instant. Then you need to unlock Alic Understanding. That's going to take 18 hours as of this build. That's going to cost you 45 ciphers. After that's unlocked, you will now have access to the Dailic Understanding. Now, this is the pet unlock. Now, this unlock will take 3 days, 18 hours, and will set you back 200 ciphers of the first ones. Once that's unlocked, you will actually get a brand new quest, which will direct you to the Protoform Synthesis Forge. This is located right here on the map. This is the pet battle one. There is actually 2 of them. The pet battle one and the mount one are separate. So this is the location of the pet battle one. So if you're keeping track, it's going to cost you 250 ciphers and 4 days, 12 hours to unlock the pet Protoform Synthesis from the moment you unlock the Cipher of the First One system. Now, let's talk about the mount one. This is the Sophranium Understanding. Is that how I pronounce it? I don't know. Now, this will become available once you have the Dailic Understanding unlocked, and this will set you back 250 ciphers and will take a total of 5 days, 18 hours to unlock. Yeah, so you got 5 days to play around with the pet one until you unlock the mount one. So if you're keeping track, once again, it's going to cost you 470 ciphers in total, plus 10 days, 6 hours to fully unlock Protoform Synthesis for battle pets and mounts. Yeah. Personally, I don't like it. I'm not a fan of that sort of time gating. It's actually really annoying because this is actually a big system of the zone. And yeah, I don't know. It didn't take 10 days to unlock the Mechagon crafting. So I don't really understand what the logic is here. If you do want to unlock this on alts, however, the time actually gets completely removed on alts once you've unlocked it once on a main character. So yeah, if you want to do this on alts, you will actually have like instant unlocks essentially. It's just going to cost you 470 ciphers. But yeah, 10 days to unlock the full Protoform Synthesis Forges for pets and mounts. So, once you unlock the mount one, once again, you'll have a little quest line. Actually, there's a little quest line to do here, which will eventually unlock the Forge for you. This is located in this location here on the map in Zeref Mortis, just here at the top right-hand corner of the map, and that's where your Forge will be. The UI for the Forge is just like a general profession one, as you can see. I gotta say, it is actually a bit annoying not being able to open it wherever you like, but yeah, that's how it is. So, that's that. That's how you unlock the Protoform Synthesis in Zeref Mortis. Now, how does the system work? Let's talk about that. There are 3 key materials that you need to create a mount in Zeref Mortis. The first one is a Genesis mode. These are account bound. That's good. right? Account bound, that's very good. The key thing to note with these is that you're going to need a lot of them. You're going to need a ton of these for all of your mounts, all of your pets. These are, yeah, this is going to be your one that you're going to have absolutely tons of in your bags. They stack pretty high. Now, these drop from basically every beast in Zeref Mortis. So any beast that you kill will drop Genesis motes, maybe 1 or 2. There's a couple of good farming spots that testers have found. There's one with wasps and there's one with devourers. I've marked them here on the map. I don't know if these are going to be the farming spots. These are just 2 that we found that have pretty good respawn rates and a good rate of Genesis motes. But again, there might be more that people find once the patch goes live. Now, the key thing to remember with these is actually they won't start dropping until you have the Pet Battle one unlocked. So unfortunately, you can't just kind of stockpile these while you're waiting for it to unlock. They will only start dropping once you have unlocked the Pet Battle one, and that is 4 days, 12 hours from unlocking the Cypher system. So that's a little bit annoying, I'm not going to lie, especially on ults. As I said, you can unlock the Protoform Synthesis pretty quickly on ults, but still, the fact that it's account bound but doesn't drop until you've unlocked it is slightly frustrating. So yeah, Genesis motes, that's the one you're going to need a lot of, and they drop quite often. The next item you're going to need are lattices. These can actually be bought and sold on the auction house, so keep an eye out for those if you don't want to go farm them. However, they do drop pretty regularly, and the way that they work is there's different lattices for different types of creatures. So, you know, every type of creature that you create a mount or pet for will have a lattice. So there'll be like a Cervid lattice or a Lupine lattice or stuff like that, right? There's going to be a ton of these flowing about. These are green items. These drop from the NPCs of that type, so you can go farm a bunch of Lupines, and then eventually they will drop a Lupine lattice. The drop rate actually seems okay, and it seems to be a higher drop chance from the rare of that type. Say there's a rare frog, the frog will have a higher drop chance of dropping a frog lattice. These did actually stack originally in 5s, they now stack in 20s, which is a lot better, but you will end up having a lot of these in your bag, so keep that in mind. But as I said, they can be bought and sold on the auction house if you do have a kind of surplus mount. Our final item to create mounts and pets is a blue item. This is actually account bound, and there are a bunch of these as well. They're all kind of different, and they come from different sources. It's all a bit of a mystery, and honestly, the hive mind of the Wowhead comments have been figuring all of this out. They're absolute geniuses, so shout out to them. But yeah, there are a ton of these. These drop from all different sources. They can be found in the world, just on the floor, drop from NPCs, bought from the rep vendor, pretty much any source at all, and some of them do drop from like specific things. So there's an item called a Wind's Infinite Cool, and that will only drop from like avian creatures. Again, check the Wowhead comments. The folks over there have been really just finding all of these all around the world and trying to figure out like the kind of methods and yeah, how it all works. Unfortunately, as I said, these are account bound. You can't go and like buy these on the auction house. This is something you will have to farm on one of your characters, and actually some of these still haven't been found as of right now. So yeah, I think once the patch launches, obviously we're going to get a better understanding on these. I gotta say, from playing around on the system for the last couple of weeks, this is one of the more annoying parts for some of the mounts. This is, you know, for some mounts this is the easiest part, and some other mounts it's the hardest part. It really depends on the item that you're trying to farm and find. Hopefully we get a better understanding once the patch does launch and we get more people and more eyes on these blue items. So those are the 3 items you're gonna need to make mounts. There's kind of the 3 ingredients that will make a mount: Genesis motes, lattices, and then one of these specific blue items, and that's essentially how it works. Now, most mounts are like 350 to 400 Genesis motes as well, so you will be farming a lot of these, and it will take a while. It's going to take you a very long time to get all of these mounts, and that's okay, because we're going to have to be waiting quite a long time to get to 10.0 anyway. So yeah, Genesis motes will be your kind of big farm of the patch. So instead of farming rares every day, you're going to be farming little NPCs constantly to get Genesis motes, and that's kind of your rotation of farming mounts. Now, how do you learn the mounts? How do you get the schematics for these mounts? Well, it's kind of similar to Mechagon. These are actually from various sources. The sources include found on the floor. This is actually the most common one for the schematics. There's like little pipes on the floor that you pick up, and that will have the schematic inside it. Once you pick up a schematic, you will just get a quest to go over to the forge and learn it on the kind of trainer type thing over there. So that's how that works. So the majority of them are found on the floor, and obviously there will be add-ons and things like that to help you along the way once that comes out. But they can also drop from NPCs. There's also some from chests. There's actually some from the bi-weekly chest as well, the kind of weekly quest of Zeref Mortis, and there's one from the Paragon rep, because why not? The Wowhead commenters have been finding these pretty rapidly, and as I said, I'm sure there'll be add-ons that will come out that will give you all of the guides that you need to find all of these schematics. As of right now, they still have not been all found, so there's still some out there. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. With battle pets specifically, actually, you get most of them already when you unlock the system. They're already going to be there. There is a few kind of named pets which are out there in the world, but for the most part, all of the pets will be unlocked. But for the mounts, you actually only start with, I think, 1 mount, and then you have to go out and find all the schematics. But not too much of a problem, really. As I said, a lot of them just on the floor, you just put it into TomTom or whatever, go and pick it up, and that's it. And then you learn the mount. So yeah, that's basically it. TLDR, it's essentially Mechagon crafting, but for mounts and pets in Zeref Mortis. It's a little bit annoying to unlock. I really do hope they do look at that timing, because as I said, this is going to be one of the most important features for casual players in Zeref Mortis. This is going to be something that people do every day and going to be doing every day until patch 10.0, you know, and yeah, there's a lot of mounts. There's like, what, 24 did I say? Yeah, 24 mounts in total in this system and 28 pets. So I really do hope Blizzard do take a look and not make it a 10-day, 4-hour unlock. Obviously, that's just annoying at the beginning of the patch. Once it's unlocked, it's whatever. But yeah, there you go. Guys, let me know what you think of Protoform Synthesis. Are you happy that this is kind of replacing drop mounts? It's a bit more of a guaranteed way to do it, I suppose, but yeah, I do always, you know, I like farming rares here and there. But as I said, there's only one rare you can kill for mounts, so that's how it is, unfortunately. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Before I go, I'd like to give a massive shout out to my amazing patrons, YouTube channel members, and Twitch subs. You guys are awesome, and if you'd like to support the channel in any of those ways, links are down below. So leave a like on this video, guys, if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. I've also got a partner Discord channel with over 3,000 members, and as I said, I'm now streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me stream World of Warcraft, patch 9.2 PTR, 10.0 alpha and beta, whenever that comes, any sort of MMO content, guys, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM every single day. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.